Rosa Parks became the mother of the modern-day civil rights movement when she transformed the nation on December 1, 1955, by defying racist policies in defense of her human right to dignity and equal treatment. Rosa Parks was born Rosa Louise McCauley in Tuskegee, Alabama on February 4, 1913. In 1932, at the age of 19, Rosa married Raymond Parks, a barber who had long been active in the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, also known as the NAACP. By 1955, policies of segregation in the South, especially the seating policies on public buses, had long been a source of resentment within the black community. Black citizens were required to pay their fares at the front of the bus, only to exit and reboard the bus through the back door. Sometimes white bus drivers would drive away before African American passengers were able to reboard the bus. When a bus was crowded, typically during peak travel hours, black people riding in the reserved colored section in the back of the bus would be forced to give up their seats to white people. If there was no standing room left for whites, they would be forced to leave the bus. On December 1, 1955, Rosa Parks took her seat in the back of the bus, just behind the whites-only section. When she and 3 other African-American bus riders were told to give up their seats to white passengers, Rosa Parks refused. The bus driver had Rosa arrested and taken to police headquarters. She was released later that night on $100 bond. Parks detailed her feelings at this moment in her autobiography, Rosa Parks, My Story. People always say that I didn't give up my seat because I was tired. But that isn't true. I was not tired physically, or no more tired than I usually was at the end of a working day. I was not old, although some people have an image of me as being old then. I was 42. No, the only tired I was tired of giving in. The Montgomery chapter of the NAACP had been looking for a case to challenge the legality of segregated bus seating and decided to mount a protest in Rosa Parks' name. Within 24 hours, over 52,000 flyers were printed and distributed to the Montgomery African American population, which made up 75% of the bus business. These flyers asked the African American community to boycott the buses on the day of Rosa Parks' trial. On December 5th, Montgomery buses went empty, and Rosa Parks was convicted by the local court and ordered to pay a fine of $14, which she refused to pay. What was planned as a one-day bus boycott became a 381-day protest, during which time 42,000 protesters walked, carpooled, or took taxis instead of riding the segregated Montgomery buses. Shortly thereafter, the newly appointed president of the Montgomery Improvement Association, Martin Luther King, Jr., filed a case in a United States District Court on behalf of the organization to desegregate the public buses in Montgomery. The case went all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Montgomery buses were officially desegregated on December 20, 1956. Rosa had won, but due to the constant harassment following the Supreme Court decision and lack of employment, Rosa Parks and her husband were forced to relocate. They moved to Detroit, Michigan in 1957. Rosa Parks received numerous awards and tributes in her lifetime, including the NAACP's highest honor and the Martin Luther King Jr. Award. In 1996, President Bill Clinton awarded Rosa Parks with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest honor given to a civilian, and in 1999, the United States Congress honored Rosa Parks with the Congressional Gold Medal. Rosa Parks resided in Detroit until her passing at the age of 92 on October 24, 2005. On October 27th, the United States Senate passed a resolution to honor Rosa Parks by allowing her remains to lie in state in the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. Rosa Parks became the 31st person and second African American so honored, and the first woman ever to lie in state in the Rotunda. So let us remember and celebrate the life of Rosa Parks for her contributions to the civil rights movement and to humanity.